This video is brought to you by the Shadow Angel Genesis and the South Bend Dart Frog Murders. In the Shadow Angel Genesis, follow the story of Daniel Adrian Angelescu, who has spent the last 500 years in servitude to the Vatican as their greatest monster hunter. In the South Bend Dart Frog Murders, the seniors at St. Thomas More High School are all looking forward to their final year, but then the city of South Bend is rocked by a serial killer called the Dart Frog. Click the links in the description below to get your copies today. Thank you for your support.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Robert Canter. For some time now, One Piece has been focusing on the God Valley incident. And if you're like me, you've almost certainly experienced the flashback drag. What's more, too many fans have been focusing on antagonists that Luffy and his friends have already overcome, like Crocodile, Rob Lucci, and Gecko Moria. There are at least half a dozen essential plot points that need to be resolved before we even have a chance of seeing the hilarious spectacle that is the Pirate Queen Catfight. We don't need to waste time on characters that Luffy has already beaten. At this point, former warlords are just exercise for him. Oh, and Eneru found robots on the moon. But does anyone really care about that? Void Century stuff, probably. Given the number of as-yet unresolved essential plot points in One Piece, and the fact that the average length of a post-time skip arc is about 70 episodes, we're almost certainly going to hit the 30-year mark and beyond. One of the main symptoms of filler drag is the overabundance of crazy fan theories. I can't tell you how many stupid blank is Luffy's mother theories I've had to listen to. Or Nami is such and such's daughter. Or Robin is Luffy's long-lost sister. So to help keep my fellow One Piece fans from getting any more off track than they already have, I've compiled a list of all the as-yet unresolved essential plot points in the story. Obviously, the Straw Hats need to find the last road poneglyph and reach Laugh Tale. That's a given. When the Straw Hats first came to the New World, Luffy's goal of becoming the Pirate King was like a mountain that needed to be climbed. Now it's a race. Luffy also needs to confront Shanks, if for no other reason than he promised Shanks that he would surpass him someday. Shanks and his crew risked their lives to steal the all-important devil fruit and then just left it out in the open. Anyone could have taken it. Luffy did. So Shanks is either the world's most patient chess master or a bumbling idiot. Only time will tell. Obviously, Zoro needs to have his long-awaited rematch with Dracul Mihawk. It's worth mentioning that we know almost nothing about the man, so we're almost certainly going to get flashbacks that dive into his backstory. At the moment, this is the only legit reason for the Straw Hats to have a fight with Cross Guild. Obviously, this is subject to change pending unforeseen developments, but again, I don't think any of us really want to waste any more time watching Luffy fight opponents that he's already overcome. If I were a betting man, I'd say Blackbeard will be the last opponent Luffy has to fight before he reaches Laugh Tale. There was already bad blood between Luffy and Blackbeard because of the role he played in Ace's death, but when Luffy finds out about all the other things he's done since then, it's gonna be bloody. the only person Luffy probably hates more than Blackbeard at this point is Fleet Admiral Sakazuki. Not only did he kill Ace, he did what no other One Piece villain has done before or since. He broke Luffy's spirit. Despite this, we still know almost next to nothing about him, so we're almost certainly gonna get more flashbacks when it comes time for this confrontation. But I'm not sure what exactly Sakazuki can do against Gear 5 Luffy, unless we're about to find out what an awakened Logia-class Devil Fruit user is capable of. And finally, an all-out war with the world government. A confrontation that will make the Battle of Marineford look like a picnic. Those are the major plot points that need to be addressed, but there are also a few minor plot points. First of all, Uda is officially canon, but Oda is yet to do anything with her. Is she gonna be an ally, an enemy, a rogue element, a wild card, none of the above? We have no way of knowing. Sanji's life goal is to find the All Blue, but it is speculated that Luffy is going to end up destroying the Red Line before One Piece is over, and the All Blue will be created when this happens. There's also Orug, the only member of the Worst Generation yet to play any significant role in the story. All the other members of the Worst Generation, apart from Blackbeard, have either been allies or minor antagonists. Orug hasn't done anything. Finally, there's Captain John's treasure, which Buggy has been searching for all this time. The God Valley incident proves that Captain John's treasure is real and not just Buggy's personal pipe dream. But what implications this will have on the overall story remains to be seen. So, that is everything that needs to happen before we even have a chance of seeing Boa Hancock confront all Luffy's other female admirers. Hopefully it won't take too long, but who am I kidding? This is One Piece. This has been going on since I was in grade school. I'm now a grown man, and the ending is still nowhere in sight. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you really want to help this channel out, click the links in the description below and buy my books.